And I actually concede that there are, in each weight category, open weight and lightweight, probably half a dozen really first-class athletes in any one federation, and it gives them a chance.
Thank you to Matt Smith for joining us, and do hope you get to the bottom of the investigation as soon as you can to let us know what happens.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt. So, in lightweight men's, two all weight, you've obviously got the Evers-Wendells, and a variety of that telepathic and Siva works for the Germans here with lightweight pairs.
There's always a pair of twins to
international racing, yeah.
International racing, but these pairs were off cleanly, as so often.
Simon Carcagno going to be opening up, and the Germans there strong just to canvas out in the lead and really trying to dominate this race. And the pairs running very smoothly now here, these German twins. They start looking to open up distance on the Danes over in lane 1 and the Greeks over in lane 2. These three crews, together with the US in lane 4, those four crews perhaps are going to be looking to be first two through to the final on Sunday.
I think the Kühners are moving very nicely.
Yep, very smooth rowing from the Germans there.
Their stern, if you watch the stern, as we saw there briefly, the yellow Empacher stern of the German boat, it's always an indicator of how smoothly people are rowing. If it's jerking back and forth, then you know there's too much work going on and not enough coming through. But that stern, obviously it checks a little bit between strokes, but that stern was moving very nicely and explains why they're out in front of, on the far side, Winter and Jørgensen from Denmark, who were the early lead.
Just looking very calm, very relaxed.
At this stage in the race, they shouldn't be feeling it. You know, if they're going to last the whole way, it should be holding yourself back. You should feel, I could let rip, but I don't need to, so I won't, because I'll need it later on. And
dominant performance there as they come through 750. They've opened up half the length of clear water on the field, which all seems quite bunched up behind them. But the Germans, standout crew.
Right, we've now got one crew from those four.
She's four.
Danes early leaders, but can they keep it?
But the Germans out in front, controlling, dominating this race in front of their home crowd here at Munich. Last race of the programme today. The Germans extremely confident as they come through 1,000, about 2.5 lengths to the good. Very tight there.
That's plenty for them.
Final. Real stroke for stroke stuff here. The Greeks, perhaps.
I think Greece have just edged it in this last few strokes. Yep.
Yeah, perhaps a little less orthodox with the style, but as a very good coach once told me, there are two styles. One's called winning and one's called losing. So whatever it's doing, it seems to be doing very well. They've moved out to a canvas now on Denmark.
And the Greeks are making a move. This is a really aggressive move in a pair this far back in the course.
It's like somewhat reminiscent of the French pair, of course, out in Sydney. That was the most famous move. Decided to row the last 1,000 metres, second half of the course at about a 44 and earned themselves gold medals. 39, the Greek
39
pair.
strokes a minute for the Greek pair. And on this issue of hats, you notice that the Greek stroke is wearing, Evangelos Tsourtoulas is wearing eye shades, while as Apostolos Kouroukompos is not.
I bow to your wisdom. Whatever's happening, I think it's the Germans.
And one Dane has got a hat on and the other hasn't. So whatever uniformity is meant to prevail, it's not being enforced at this regatta. 1,500 metres gone, 500 to go. No trouble for Germany.
Greeks one length now.
I think they've got it. We'll speak too soon, of course, but
another kiss of death.
They've got it.
They come on the field, and Germany still maintaining that lead over Greece now in second, as Denmark start making a push to try and come back and steal that qualifying spot. 300 metres left now, and the Danes aren't really moving on the Greeks.
I don't think that we're going to see that. Looking down the course, it would appear that the United States, out of touch and not able to qualify, but is closing on them and bringing with them Canada. In fact, Canada and the United States in lanes 5 and 6, making a bit of a late flourish. Too late, I think, to challenge Greece for that second qualifying spot, but it will be a closer group of 5 that crossed the line at the finish. But supreme and getting... Now, there is some trouble in the German crew, which is to say that the bowman has pulled the strokeman round, and they're right on the boys, and
very dangerous.
Younger Martin, the twin Martin Koerner could catch his blade on a buoy and could spoil this party, which the Germans are already celebrating in the grandstand. And I think he's got 2 more boys to go, and he is in front, so they're going to... But Greece, Denmark, neck and neck.
This is going to be very tight on the line. I think it's going to be Greece by a couple of feet. Is it Greece? Greece and Canada, neck and neck.
Couple of feet, couple of inches, I think was more like it, over Denmark. But it was very curved winners, in spite of their slightly unfortunate steering in that last, nearly 27 years ago. So that result brings us to the end of our broadcast for today. Join us again on Sunday for the finals of the regatta, with the men's and women's eights, the blue ribbon event, to close it on Sunday afternoon. Many thanks for joining us. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.